Konnichiwa. My name is Leiger, and I'm going to go through how to craft, find, and use a name tag today in Minecraft. Now, as we go through this, I'll be showing the progress at the bottom of the screen, so you can jump ahead if you feel that you need to. How do you firstly use a name tag in Minecraft? Once you've got a name tag, you need to set the name for the name tag in an anvil. And an anvil is made using 3 iron blocks and 4 iron ingots, by the way, if you didn't have one already. Now, using a name tag in an anvil to set a name will actually cost you 1 experience level. So you also need to make sure you've got some experience from killing mobs or mining certain ores, for example. And you can name lots of name tags at the same time for no extra cost. So if you want lots of name tags with the same name, consider doing that. Name them all in a single stack rather than naming them one by one. And then what you do once you've named the name tag is use the name tag on a mob, and that will give that name to the mob. You don't get to keep the tag item, you'll lose that name tag. It's a one-use only item, but the mob will then have that name. Now, there are some important notes to consider. In Java Edition, you've got a maximum of 50 characters, so if you're sort of planning ahead what you want your named mobs to be, keep that in mind. Maximum 50 characters, and in Bedrock it's only 30 characters. Also, most named mobs that you've given a name to do not despawn, but some will even with a name tag, so you'd be wasting the name tag in that case. For example, don't try naming a silverfish, because if it goes into a block, it will actually lose the name. Also, wandering traders, because they despawn anyway. A name tag does not keep them around. Also, why would you want them to stay around? And other players. Don't try to rename other players, it doesn't work. But what you might not have considered and what you should absolutely try naming are, for example, a creaking. Because if you name a creaking, it will actually be able to survive the day, which they normally can't do. And a wither as well. If you name a wither, it will update the boss bar to show that name. But you didn't know that. Now, there are some other interesting facts. Name tags were first introduced in 1.6.1 back in 2013 July, and they became renewable as of October that year through fishing. That's right, you can fish to get them. But it wasn't until 2026, 13 years later, in 26.1, the upcoming release, that they will be craftable for the first time, making them even easier to get in-game. And I'll go through the crafting recipe shortly. Or you can jump ahead. Some names have unique effects attached. Note, these are all case sensitive, so type them exactly if you want them. For example, if you type something as dinnerbone or grum and assign that to a mob, it will flip upside down. If you name a sheep Jeb, all lowercase with an underscore on the end, it will change colors to produce a rainbow effect. But if you shear or kill the sheep, the wool that you get will always be the original color before you name tagged it. You won't get the color of the rainbow that you're looking at. Also, naming a rabbit Toast gives it a special memorial skin in memory of a player's missing rabbit. Also, naming a Vindicator Johnny.
Here's Johnny!
Causes it to be aggressive and attack all mobs. So to get a name tag, you can either craft it, and that's only in Minecraft 26.1, but the crafting recipe is any nugget, so it's an iron nugget, a gold nugget, or a copper nugget, and paper. Keep that in mind for when you update, or if you're watching this after that date. You can also find name tags though, so if you can't craft them, you don't have the recipe, or you're not up to that version yet, you can find them in the world. For example, name tags are found as generated loot in chests in mob dungeons, in mineshafts, in ancient cities, and in woodland mansions. And if you're looking for the best chance of finding one out of those 4, go for a mineshaft. There's a 42.3% chance of them generating, so there's a higher chance that you'll find them there. If you look at 2 or 3 chests, you're pretty much guaranteed to find a name tag. And fishing. I mentioned earlier that fishing was the first way that name tags became renewable. Well, you can still fish and get name tags. That's still in the game. But there's only a 0.8% chance of them being a name tag when you go fishing. Normally you catch fish. Surprise, surprise. And there's another way to get a name tag, and that's by trading. If you can get a librarian villager up to master rank and then try to trade with it, it will ask for 20 emeralds in exchange for 1 name tag. And this is renewable to a certain extent. Obviously, if you trade with them too much, they hold off for a bit and you've got to wait till later. But if you've got villagers, you've got a librarian, just level it up to master and then you'll get name tags that way. I hope this was helpful. Let me know what you think. If you want another tutorial, let me know what you'd like a tutorial on. Comment below what you're going to do with a name tag, what name you're going to be using, and which mob you're going to be giving it to. Have a nice day.